We have got some leaders who have already presented their papers. And today, one of the leaders who is most expected is Nairobi Senator Mike Mbuvi Sonko, who will be coming to this place to present his papers. There has been a problem with Sonko, Linda, as you all know that Sonko had indicated yesterday that he had applied for his good conduct certificate from the police, but then there was a delay, which he attributed to the government or the Jubilee Party wanting or seeking to lock him out of the ballot. But then, Linda, what we have currently is that Sonko will be coming here. Right now, we have just around his supporters around chanting. That is a sign that he'll be here shortly. And Linda, just to mention today, as we mark the end of the nomination papers presentation for the Jubilee, that is a Jubilee aspirants. We have a timeline that is put up by the Independent and Electoral and Boundaries Commission, that is IEBC, a timeline that will make sure that by the 30th of this, by April 26th, that all nominations will have been completed from the various parties. So this is an exercise that today, if any aspirant will not have presented his papers, then from the Jubilee Party, it means that they'll be locked out of the nomination exercise, and that means that they'll have to find another way to go for their seats that they're seeking currently. Back to you, Linda.
All right, Nick, listen, we were having a very interesting conversation in studio about former Devolution Cabinet Secretary Anne Waiguru. And of course, if you have been, I'm sure you know that the Parliamentary Accounts Committee yesterday recommended that she be barred from holding public office. Remember, she's gunning for the Kirinyaga gubernatorial seat. Have you heard anything about Waiguru? Is she expected there anytime during the day?
Linda, it is one of the leaders or aspirants that we're expecting to know the whereabouts today, because there's been a talk from the Jubilee side that it is a way of making sure that there's integrity in the party. We have also seen earlier Maina Njenga, who is going for the Laikipia senatorial seat, and that means that with these leaders, then Waiguru having been mentioned again by the investigators that she was involved in the NYS scam. That means that we could see some, if then she's going to be blocked from vying any seat under the Jubilee ticket, then that we are going to know today, because this is the close of the nomination papers presentation. Therefore, our fate now lies on Tuesday, if she's going to present her papers today. If she's going to be cleared, probably it could not make it today. But then we are going to know the fate today if Anne Waiguru is going to be given the go-ahead to vie for any seat under the Jubilee ticket. Back to you, Linda.
All right, so if I can hear you correctly, we're expecting to see Anne Waiguru there today. We expect Sonko to be cleared this morning.
Linda, yes, we are sure that Sonko will be coming in today to present his papers, because yesterday he was cleared. He was given his good conduct certificate from the police, and he is also armed with his KCSE certificate. Those are the two requirements that he said he was lacking to make sure that he presents them to the Jubilee Party today. But then, as for Anne Waiguru, we are yet to know whether she'll be coming today because of the case that is before her, that is having been said that she needs to be investigated further. And that means that with the stand that the Jubilee Party is taking, the Jubilee Party before mentioned that by blocking Maina Njenga, by blocking him from vying under the Jubilee ticket, they were looking into the integrity of the aspirants. And that means that if they are going to take the same stand on Anne Waiguru, she could maybe not be given the go-ahead to vie for any seat under the Jubilee Party, because earlier the blocking of Maina Njenga, who went to petition because the deadline, Linda, was 10th, but then it was pushed due to the petition. It was moved to today, that is on 17th of this month, March. That means that Anne Waiguru could also be lying under the same floor as Maina Njenga, if Jubilee Party is to go by what it has before termed as standing on the part of integrity. That means that all leaders who have integrity issues, then they'll not be able to vie under the Jubilee Party. So could be Waiguru may be lying on the same floor with Maina Njenga and maybe other leaders, because also there was also claims that backroom claims that Mike Sonko was also being blocked from vying for any seat, thus the denial of the good conduct certificate and integrity issues. So if it is anything to go by, it means that Waiguru may not be given any may not be given a go-ahead or an opportunity to present her papers under the Jubilee Party. Back to you, Linda.
Okay, listen, that is clearly a bone of contention for so many people, but I've been speaking to Dansan Omari today. He says, listen, there's a precedent that was set out in 2013. She may actually be on the ballot come August 8th. Let's focus on the aspirants. Nick Wambua, if you can still hear me. I know that there's some aspirants in Mombasa who are quite unhappy and they're raising a lot of concerns with respect to the nomination exercise. Are you hearing any complaints on the ground from where you are? Nick, if you can still hear me.
Linda, apart from Sonko's complaints, I think so far we have not heard any other complaints because before the complaint that, as I mentioned, was Maina Njenga's, and came in Mike Sonko's complaint that he was being denied the certificate, the good conduct certificate, to be able to present his nomination papers to the Jubilee Party. But so far we have not received any other complaints on this part of Nairobi, apart from a few areas in the counties